See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Talawa TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Talawa TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
My Talawers, good day, good afternoon, good evening, possibly good morning, or depends on where you're based in the world. Before I forget my manners, happy Sunday. Let me know in the comment section what's on the dinner menu. You know how I get. I might just invite myself over for a plate of food, even though I've already had my dinner. My time is currently saying 11:33 p.m. here in London. So you know what that means? I'm going to try and make this one relatively short and sweet. And I know I always say this on just about every live stream, and that's never the case. But tonight I'm going to try and stick to the schedule. I'm going to give myself maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes if you guys. I doubt I'll need that many minutes under my belt, because it is pretty much straight down the middle. No fluffing around, no beating around the bushes. It is quite direct. The headline reads for itself, doesn't it? It always reads for itself over here. Clearly, it says Reggae Girlz 26 player list for the Concacaf Women's Championship. And please do note that this is a tentative list there, guys. I don't want anyone running off and saying it's all sealed and confirmed. This is a list that is perhaps likely to be changed, and I will be reading out those names there, the player announcement. I know some of you are going to be let's say definitely super excited when I name out a couple players. Some of you have been banging on the doors wanting to see the return of one or two players. Well, Christmas has come early for some of you. You've got your wish. Can definitely tell you that much, that you have got your wish. And some of those players that you guys have been screaming out for are right banging the call up for camp. Camp is taking place. Let me look at my calendar. Camp is taking place this week coming up. So from the 14th, which will be a Tuesday, between the 14th and the 15th, we'll have players arriving for camp. So don't know about you guys, but finally, I was beginning to wonder, are we ever going to have camp? We all know that everything kicks off for us early July, where the CONCACAF Women's Championship is concerned. I'm not ignoring you guys there in the comment section. Let me go over to the comment section quickly. Mr. Malik Mills, it's very kind of you. Welcome to class. It's very kind of you. Jojo, good evening. How are you? What's on the dinner menu? Malik is having pork. Okay, we're all going to Malik's for dinner then. Malik is having pork chops. I'm definitely heading to your house. Save me a plate and a glass if you don't mind. Rudy, how are you, sir? Good evening. My weekend was all right. My weekend just got better just about maybe 2 hours ago, when this squad announcement there for the Reggae Girlz CONCACAF Women's Championship. My weekend actually got a lot better. A bit of a shame because we're at the end. It's a Sunday. I'm almost into my dreaded Monday morning. But let me remind you guys again, this is a tentative list. So I will be reading out that list in a short while. I'm also going to be reading out a press release there from the Jamaica Football Federation. See, so great for 2-week camp, but disappointed if no for you and me both. Turkey, oh, you guys are rich in the comment section. Pork chops, turkey neck, excuse me. All right, enjoy yourselves. You all deserve it. Will you be going to? I will be going if the girls pack me in one of their suitcase. Yes, if I can fit in one of their suitcase. I don't know, maybe one of the girls in England, maybe Jade Bailey. Maybe Jade can swing me or fling me in her suitcase. And if that's the case, then 100% I'll be heading over to Mexico. If not, no, I won't be there. Sorry to disappoint you. The president is the president. Do I want to spoil the party? Do I really want to spoil the party? Yes, the president is in. Let me go ahead and say that, yes, the president is in. Since you did ask, let's have a little rough guess. Who do you guys think made the cut this time round? 26 players on the list there. For the, again, let me bring my headline up, for the CONCACAF Women's Championship. Malik has already called out one player, the president. In case you're wondering who is the president, you might be new to women's football, where Jamaica senior Reggae Girlz are concerned, and that is none other than Miss Tiffany Cameron. So Tiffany is already in, so that's 25 more players. I'll give you guys maybe 2 minutes or so to kind of draft up a couple players that you think made the cut. Also, let me go ahead and tell you that there are a few big names that have returned to the team. So that should give you something to scratch your head and think about. Couple players there that you guys have been banging on the door and eager to see return back into the Jamaica women's senior team. Right, I think I need to go ahead and turn on my um, shared screen. If you guys can hear my fan, let me know because my room is really hot at the moment. But if it's troubling you guys, let me know and I'll turn it off. Right then. Okay, where's my list? So I'm going to go ahead and read out a press release for you guys there quickly. And then we're going to chop things up and go directly into the 26 player list. Good evening to those of you who are just tuning in. I hope you've hit that like button. Don't make me have to ask more than once. Kindly go ahead and hit the like button. Doesn't cost you a penny. So please do go ahead and be kind. It's a Sunday. It's the least you can do. Kindly hit that like button. Right, let me go ahead and turn on my shared screen. There we go. All right. Okay, let's remove the banner so that you guys can see things clearly. Take a quick glance at what you guys are saying in the comment section. Good evening, Miss Brown, Mr. Reed. I'll be back with you guys in a second. But for now, let's head over to my press release over here. I say my press release, it's not, it's actually the press release belonging to the JFF. So it reads as follows. The regulars' preparation for the Concacaf W Championship gets into top gear this week with 2 consecutive camps, the first starting on Thursday, June 16th. Players and members of the technical staff will travel June 14th and 15th to Colorado, USA, where the camp will be held. 26 players under the guidance of interim head coach Lon Donaldson will spend 2 weeks undergoing intensive technical, physical, and mental conditioning at altitude in Denver, Colorado. In case you guys are wondering, Lon Donaldson, as it clearly stated there, he is currently our interim head coach. So there should be no confusion there in case you're wondering what happened to Vin Blaine. Vin Blaine was the previous interim head coach. You want to know a little bit about Vin Blaine, I would say get a little bit friendly with your Google searches or go ahead and search back and look at my previous videos. I'm pretty sure you see quite a few content there covering the latest on Vin Blaine and his departure from the interim head coach position for the Reggae Girlz senior women's team. The Colorado camp is primarily sponsored by the Bob and Rita Marley Foundation under the Cedella Marley's Football is Freedom initiative. The global ambassador for women's football in Jamaica, the program established the initiative last year to further support the development of female football in the region. Football is Freedom is also providing logistical support. The JFF is providing funding and is ensuring that all necessary support is provided to the players and staff. Real Colorado SC, I'm guessing this is soccer club. No confusion there as to why it doesn't say football club. Obviously, this is across the pond and they have different phrases. So I'll read that again for you guys. Real Colorado SC, meaning soccer club, is assisting with fields and facilities. I'll finish off the 3 little paragraphs there. I hope you guys can see this on the screen, by the way. If not, I'll be happy to read it again if needs be before the end of the show. The delegation then decamps to Mexico on the 28th of June for a 3-day minicamp where they will conclude their acclimatization and preparation for the high-stakes tournament. Then they will enter Concacaf host facility on July 2nd, with the tournament starting 2 days later, July 4th, with a massive encounter against host Mexico. The full backroom staff will be announced in the course of this week. So I hope you guys who caught up with that. Again, if you want me to read that there, again, the press release from the Jamaica Football Federation, do let me know and I'll be more than happy to do so. See if you guys have been guessing correctly. So no one has actually guessed. Malik is the only one. It wasn't really a guess. It was a question asking, is Tiffany Cameron part of the 26 player list for the Concacaf Women's Championship? Yes, she is. I say I've been talking for about 10 minutes, so I did say I'm going to give you guys maybe half an hour to 45 minutes of talking about the 26 player list there for the CONCACAF Women's Championship, where the Reggae Girlz senior team is concerned. See what you guys are saying. I didn't. I had curry goat and white rice for dinner. So we're all eating well over here in on my platform, and you guys there in the comment section. Some of you eating turkey neck, pork chops. Very expensive. Can't say I'm jealous, or perhaps I am. See what you guys are saying there in the comment section. Don't have no friendly. Let me check my message. I did ask about this earlier on before I came on to do the live stream for you guys. So let me see the response since you guys are talking about friendlies. I don't want to misquote anyone. As things stand, so let me just read this out to you guys. As things stands, there is no confirmation there of any friendlies in the pipeline. The team would look for teams training in that area to get games. So that kind of seems that they're looking more for perhaps local teams, which is a little bit it's not really what I want to hear. I did tell you guys on some live streams some weeks back that that's the last thing I want to hear, that we're going to be playing against some amateur team in the States, because we did predict that training camp will take place in the States for a number of obvious reasons. Perhaps it's to do with the diaspora supports over in the States across the pond. I was thinking Florida, got my location wrong on that occasion, but nevertheless the country is absolutely spot on. So it seems as if there might be something there in the pipeline as it relates to friendlies, but there's no confirmation on who we're looking to square off against. Disappointing, because before I close off on the live stream, I will be touching on the United States, Mexico, and Haiti, because obviously they are all in our group, and unfortunately, I'm saying unfortunately, I sound like such a hater. Unfortunately, they have their friendlies in their pipeline, and they've had these friendlies in the pipeline for weeks now. So I'm going to be touching on their friendlies. I know I've already given you guys their friendlies some weeks ago, but some of you probably forgotten who the likes of the United States, like I said, our friendly rivals, Caribbean rivals, Haiti, and our fierce rivals, Mexico. To remind you guys, I'm pretty sure you don't need me telling you this one, but the U.S. women's national team needs no introduction. Heavyweights, reigning World Cup champions, they don't need no introduction. You guys are really sweet there in the comment section. Yes, we all missed Malik. But Malik is back in the comment section. Who knows? We might see him on a live stream at some point. You guys are rich. I'm learning from you guys. Rochelle. I heard pork chops and I heard turkey neck. I said, they're not about to show me up. I'm learning from you guys. There was an announcement that unfortunately there will be no friendlies. Where was this announcement? Because I checked from a reliable source literally just before I came on air, and he basically just told me that there is nothing confirmed in the pipeline as of yet. But let's remind ourselves that things can change. So although there might be no friendlies there in the pipeline, you might wake up tomorrow and hear that there is something there. Might not be a team that we are in favor of seeing the Reggae Girlz compete against, but I don't know about you guys in the comment section. At this moment in time, I'm willing to take anyone. Really and truly, beggars can't be choosers, and we always seem to be the ones who are just begging, desperate for anything. It's sad when you look at who the likes of the USA, Mexico, and Haiti are squaring off against in just their friendlies. It's kind of sad, but I won't make it negative for you guys. I'll keep it quite positive, as it is a Sunday. I'm eating cartwheel. Do you know? No, I do not. What is that? Shake out the cartwheels. You're going to have to that one went right over my head. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. We are going to beat the three. Something special is coming. I'm with you on that, mystery. Definitely don't doubt our girls. I'm with you on that. Would give anything to beat the powerhouse that is the United States, the women's US national football team, that is, if you're just tuning into the live stream and you have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. We're looking at the Reggae Girlz 26 player list for the Concacaf Women's Championship. I've already read out the press release. Before I go, if you want me to read out the press release again, I'm more than happy to do so. Oh, okay. Seafood. I told you you guys are rich there in the comment section. Do save me a plate. Do save me a plate. Can you tell us the names who have been selected? Can you guess? I'll give you about 60 seconds to guess. I'll tell you one player who is on the list there. It's Miss Tiffany Cameron, or the president, as we like to call her, over on Talawa TV. A name given to her by Mr. Malik Mills. So have a guess. Have a little guess. You got 60 seconds to name as many players as you can. Remember, 26 players are on this list, and it is a tentative list there, guys. So things might chop and change as we go along in the next coming days. You guys are quite quiet there in the comment section. I'm gonna give you that list there, that 26 player list, in the next, call it 30 seconds, since you guys are not in a guessing mode. You're very demanding there in the comment section, but you guys don't seem to be in the mood to guess. I agree with you, Crystal, even though we should have sorted things out already. Anyone is better. Anyone is better than no one. Absolutely. Anyone is better than no one. I don't really want to see us again face off against an amateur side for obvious reasons. Don't want to see us face off against a club side. I want to go neck and neck with some of the world's best as it relates to international football, but doesn't seem like we're going to be getting that. But let's remind ourselves, like I've said before, anything can change. I'm hopeful, like I'm cautiously optimistic. From an attacking point, we have to take on Mexico and Haiti, but still concerned about the back line to support this. Okay. Hopefully I can calm down your concern there. One of our big name players made her return, or pending return there. Hopefully there's no fireworks or no spanner in the works. Where one of the players on my list is concerned. All right, 60 seconds has gone up. So let's go back. Let me bring up something so that I try bringing up the list on my screen, guys, and it looks quite grainy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over to my, yes, I'm going to keep it on my Twitter account, little shameless plug there. I'm going to keep it. Let's see if we can bring that up. Why not? All right, so let's keep it on the Reggae Girlz. Let's split it. See if we can just focus on the Reggae Girlz. Right, so brace yourself. Don't know where I'm going with base. Brace yourself. Get your little notepad out, and you can go ahead and write down your 26 selected players there for the CONCACAF Women's Championship. I'm going to do this in no particular order. Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinalu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Denden Blackwood, Tiffany Cameron, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Palea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, Sade Ademolakun, and Malia Atkins. If you guys want me to go ahead and read out those players selected for the 26 player list, do let me know there in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and give that another read for you. Let's see what you guys are saying. Good evening. How you doing, Fresh? How you doing? I haven't seen you around here in a while. I hope that Manchester United haven't run you away from my channel because I like to have a little pop at them now and again. And I can't stop. I pretty much cannot stop. So sorry. You know, there's been a big showdown coming to the Jamaica Football Federation. It's going to be crazy, but I'm here and I'm listening. Thank you for your wonderful commentating. You are absolutely welcome. Yes, I'm hearing a few things there. Ryan LFC called me on a live stream yesterday. Yes, yesterday. So yeah, I managed to watch that live stream for over 5 hours straight. So yeah, I know offer certain things based off watching Ryan's channel that they have planned in the pipeline. All I can say is stay safe with whatever plans you guys are looking to execute. Stay safe, take care of each other. If you see someone being an idiot or trying to wreak havoc in terms of, I don't know, setting tires on fire or being disruptive in an unprofessional manner, then pull them to the side and tell them to fix up, because that's not what you guys are looking to execute when you say you want to protest. I'm sure you want a peaceful protest. So if you see anyone who is not acting accordingly, pull them up and teach them how to behave. Take care of each other, and like I said, protest. And when you finish doing your protest, go ahead and make your way into the stadium, because the boys will be needing you. Obviously, you guys have a job that you're trying to fulfill. Go ahead and do that, but also make your way into the stadium after you finish doing your protest. And more importantly, like I said before, please go ahead and take care of each other and make yourself safe. Who are the new edition? Where are they from? Blah 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 blah. I know there's a young lady called up from the Rudy. It looks like you want me to go over that player announcement again. I'm going to be doing a separate video on that. Separate video on it depends on what you class as new edition there. Some people might class Jade Bailey as a new edition. I wouldn't say that she's made a return to the squad after sorting out paperwork and documentation issues. So Malia Atkinson, Malia Atkins. My apologies there, Malia Atkins. If you guys want to go ahead and do your own research on her, you can go ahead and do that. Yes, Drew is in the squad. Drew Spence is in the squad. Like I said, I'm happy to read out this list for you guys again if you want me to. I did say I'm going to make this live stream relatively short, so about 30 minutes to 45 minutes long. I'm almost close to 30 minutes, about 22 minutes in. So if you guys want me to read out the 26 players there, I'm more than happy to go ahead and do it. Do you agree with my prediction? What was your prediction, Chris? Jamaica will win the whole thing, win the Concacaf Women's Championship. It's all about preparation, isn't it? It's difficult to say that we're going to do that when the likes of the United States, Mexico, or our Caribbean rivals, Haiti, appear to be a little bit more ahead of us in terms of preparation. I don't want to jump the gun and get ahead of myself. I don't doubt the girls, but preparation is key to success. So if we're not fully prepared, then unfortunately things might not go as we want them to. Not saying we're not going to qualify. I do think that we will qualify for a second World Cup appearance on the bounce, but it might not be smooth sailing, is basically what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay, I get you. Okay, so let me try and do this. So you're saying players who have been brought in that weren't in the last camp, right? I think that's what you're trying to say. All right, so let me go through the list. So Havana, Salone, Atlanta Primus. Let me hold my phone properly, actually. Denden Blackwood, Satara Murray, Jada Hilton Palea, and Malia Atkins. I just scanned through that really quickly there for you, Tuffy. So yeah, There goes the names that you were seeking. And Rochelle asks if Drew is in the team. Yes, Drew is in the team. Drew Spence, that is. She's in the team. I know a lot of you have been asking about the return of Den Den, so the return of Blackwood, and also the return of Havana. So there goes your wish. You've got your wish. They're on that 26 player list. And let me remind you guys again that it is a tentative list. Yes, so yes, Savannah is back in the squad. So that's music to the ears of plenty of you, because I know you guys know about the capabilities and the abilities of Havana. So it's great to see her back in the team. Also wonderful to see Den Den back in the team as well. Just looking at that list to see what else I can bring up for you, or if it's best to save it for another live stream. I think the most important thing here, guys, is that you at least have the tentative 26 player list. I think that's the most important thing for you guys. You want me to read it again? Okay, I'm gonna go through and read it again for you. Since you asked nicely, I'm more than happy to cater to your wish. Let me just go ahead and bring that up. Like I said, guys, I will be doing a separate live stream dissecting this squad for you guys. Yeah, there is. I don't want to make it sour. I don't want to make a sour. I don't want to leave a sour taste in anyone's name, but the obvious name there is Marlo. So Marlo Sweatman. Again, I don't really want to focus too much on the negatives. So that's why I'm saying that I'm going to do a follow-up live stream to the 26 player announcement there, where we chop it up and look at a few of the players who were in the camp some weeks back and who won't be in next week's camp. Right. The Reggae Girls are going to win. They are hungry. They are trying and they are ready. I believe in the girls. One thing believing in the girls, I just don't believe in the people that are supposed to be the leaders for the girls. So I think I definitely echo what you're saying. Definitely believe in the girls, just don't believe in the leaders, unfortunately. So let me just go ahead and turn on my shared screen so we can have a look at the... Yes, I will do a live on Tuesday. Go ahead and look at the USA. Hopefully you guys can see this. Again, I know this sounds a little bit repetitive because we've already spoken about the likes of the USA, Mexico, and Haiti as it relates to their friendlies. So this one pretty much reads for itself, doesn't it? This timing that you're looking at, the dates that you're looking, it relates to my region. So it's selected from my region here in the UK. So if you're in the Caribbean, if you're in the United States or Canada, this one will be played on a Saturday for you. If you want to take note of Saturday, the 25th of June, if you want to take note of the women's national football team of the United States, they'll be taking on Colombia. And they have two fixtures in the pipeline for their friendlies before they head off to Mexico. So this one is basically the reverse fixture. Home fixture, it should be like a home leg for the United States. And then they also have Colombia again some days later. So two fixtures on the bounce. If I go to the top, we can look at the host Mexico. This one pretty much reads for itself here. They will be taking on Peru. I'll click on it for you so you can see that it is a friendly. And this one is scheduled for June the 26th. Again, it says June the 26th because it is my region that Google is operating with. And they have a second friendly in the pipeline. But if you look closely, hopefully you can see it at the top of your screen. Clearly, it says to be decided. So I'm not sure if that one, if there's a delay on Google's end, maybe this one is signed, sealed, and to be delivered, where Mexico and Peru is concerned. But at least we know, as things stand, Mexico, the hosts of the Concacaf Women's Championship, have at least one friendly in their diary. Lucky for some, isn't it? If we go up and look at Haiti, we'll see our friendly Caribbean rivals Haiti before they head off to the Concacaf Women's Championship. They have two friendlies in the pipeline, and their first one is scheduled to be played on Sunday the 26th of June. So that will be Sunday the 25th if you are in the Caribbean, the United States, or Canada. This one's likely to kick off around 6 p.m. if you're in Jamaica, Costa Rica versus Haiti. And some days later, they have another matchup against Costa Rica. So we know that United States will be playing against Colombia, Mexico will be playing against Peru, and Haiti will be playing against Costa Rica. And who are we playing? Maybe ourselves. Maybe we'll be playing an A team, a B team. That would be shocking, by the way. That would be absolutely shocking. It wouldn't be shocking. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling the truth. It wouldn't be shocking. The situation is appalling. But if that were to happen, it wouldn't shock me, not in the slightest. It looks like that's where we're heading, doesn't it? Definitely looks like we're heading to either the players playing themselves, or A team versus B team, or us playing a amateur team in Colorado. No disrespect to the clubs there in Colorado, but we're dealing with international football here. So obviously we want to face off against national football side. International football is what we're dealing with. So we want to face off against competitors that align with our capabilities and abilities. On this occasion, there is no mauler, but it is a tentative squad. So do bear that in mind. It is a tentative squad. So don't get too upset. Don't get too unsettled. You might see a few changes there as we edge closer towards the CONCACAF Women's Championship, or maybe when the team arrives in camp over the next couple of days between the 14th and the 15th of June, you might see a few more different names. Maybe actually no, let me not say it because I don't want this to happen. So let me not say it. Not trying to put no curses out there, so let me not say it. Excellent question. I'm going to be doing a follow-up on this live stream, so hopefully you can tune in some days' time. I'll be covering the Reggae Girlz whilst they're in camp because it makes perfect sense to do so. So excellent question. Hopefully I can see you back on here next week. We're going to be talking about Reggae Girlz. And also, guys, I'm right bang on schedule to introduce that WhatsApp calling show that I've been speaking to you guys about. We're going to be getting the WhatsApp calling show. I did say summer, so I'm sticking to my words. I believe I said at one point that I wanted to line up the WhatsApp calling show for the next Reggae Girlz string of fixtures. I think that's what I said. If I did say that, I am bang on target to deliver that to you guys. So some of you who are a little bit camera shy, don't want to show your face, you'll be able to give me a call on WhatsApp and we can chop things up live on air in the coming days. Thank you to those of you guys who have hit the like button as well. Awfully kind of you. What roster are you referring to? You're talking about U20s football? Everyone is exactly. That exactly. Absolutely spot on, Hot Chili. Exactly. We heard Khadija Shaw some weeks back after her FA Cup matchup against Chelsea. Chelsea's Drew Spence. Drew at that time played for Chelsea. She's currently no longer a Chelsea player. We heard Khadija echo the importance of preparation. So that's the reason why I'm treading a little bit careful here, guys. Not trying to get too ahead of myself. I still believe the girls will qualify, but just approaching things a little bit cautiously. Because anything is possible with our leaders, unfortunately. Good evening, runners. How how are you? What's on the dinner menu? I'm going to be giving you guys the announcement there, the 26 player announcement as it relates to the senior women's Reggae Girlz team. And this is the list for the Concacaf Women's Championship, which all kicks off next month. In case you missed it, the team will be in camp. Girls are set or scheduled to arrive in Colorado, USA on June 14th and also on June 15th. And that is where the camp will be held. In case you guys have missed a couple of the live stream, our interim head coach is Lon Donaldson. So don't get confused when you hear that Lon Donaldson is the interim head coach. No longer Vin Blaine. The girls are now being led by Lon Donaldson. Just heading back to the station, ready to get safe travel. Safe travel. Yes, it is, but also you missed that press release there as it relates to the high altitude. I did read a press release from the Jamaica Football Federation there. So yes, you're absolutely spot on. And the acclimatization of it all, preparation, acclimatization and preparation. Yes, you're right. But also the bigger concern there is who are they going to be playing? You need to be playing someone. You have to play someone. The likes of the USA, Mexico, and Haiti are at least playing one friendly. One friendly is better than no friendlies. One friendly is better than no teams. I didn't realize. When did you see it? I move my hand about quite a lot. So thank you. Thank you. Summer colors. It's summertime, so you got to work with the summer colors. I've already done an interview with Mr. Blaine. I don't know if you guys want me to bring him back, but I've already done an interview with him, and it's there in my archives if you guys want to dive in and see how that interview went. Mr. Lon Donaldson, I think there's a time and place. I don't think now is the right time for interviews. Press conferences are one thing, but I don't really think now is the time to be disturbing him. He's coming in. He's probably frantically moving around trying to get his house in order. The last thing he needs is added distraction or things to add to his list of priorities. It's probably best to just hold fire, leave him to sort out the internal dealings and happenings, and just do what he needs to do as the interim head coach. And I'm sure when the time is right, I will try and see if I can get that interview for you guys. But I think for now, it's best to just let the team properly prepare themselves for this Concacaf Women's Championship. It will be Reggae Girlz seeking to etch off their second successive appearance qualification there where the World Cup is concerned. So hopefully next month we're in high spirits and we're celebrating because we know that we've booked our ticket to the next Women's World Cup, which will be taking place in Australia and New Zealand. I'm going to be ending this live stream soon, but before I go, I will be giving you guys that 26 player list, and it is a tentative list there, guys, for those of you who are wondering. Good evening. How are you? Good evening. It's nice to see you around here again. Equipped. That's an interesting word. Equipped. If you're asking me if he's qualified, he is qualified. It's definitely a qualified. Equipped, that goes hand in hand, doesn't it? It's one thing being qualified, but if you're not supported, how far will you get with your qualifications? If you want a head coach or a manager to deliver, because that's the reason why they're recruited, then you need to give them the tools. You need to set them up for success. Right now, I have to wonder, is Mr. Lon Donaldson set up for success? Has he been set up for success or has he been set up for failure? I'll allow you guys there to decide that one. But when you say, is he equipped? If you're going to be honest and go straight down the middle, he is qualified. Like I said, is he being provided currently with the right tools to taste sweet success, to take Jamaica's women's national senior women's team to their second consecutive World Cup? That's a whole different story in itself. That's a whole different conversation in itself. So yes, he is qualified to do the job, equipped, being equipped. That's not just down to Learn Donaldson and his team. That's also down to the guys at the football federation. It's a coming together. It's a collective effort. It's not one man can't do this job, one woman can't do this job in terms of getting the Reggae Girls to their second consecutive World Cup. So I love the question, but if I'm being completely honest, that all remains to be seen. Well, we're seeing it already. In case you're just tuning in, I've already told you guys that our three competitors there. So the likes of the United States have Colombia as their friendlies, Mexico have Peru as their friendly, Haiti have Costa Rica as their friendly. Who do we have? Absolutely no one as things stand. But let me reiterate that things can change. Um, things can change, and I'm hoping that things do change in the next couple of days. If you're just tuning in, a little bit of a good news there. The Reggae Girls, the senior women's national football team of Jamaica, will travel along with the members of the technical staff on June 14th and 15th to Colorado, USA, where the camp will be held. And that will be the camp, in case you're wondering, for the Concacaf Women's Championship, as it reads on the screen there for you with that lovely headline. It's not about getting it done. I hear what you're saying. Nobody's saying that they're not going to get it done. It's just like what Hot Chili said. What did Hot Chili say some comments ago? To put it all in perspective for you, this is what it's all about. It's not about whether they'll get it done. They always have to fight through trials and tribulations to get things done. We're long past that. We're long past that, or at least we should be long past that. It's not about whether they can get it done. They absolutely can get it done. They've done it before. They have better quality players at their disposal. They can do it again. But as Hot Chili quite rightly put it, everyone is two steps ahead of us, as always. So that's the frustration. The frustration isn't with the girls. It's not, nobody's second guessing whether they can get the job done. Of course they can. They've got it in their locker to do it as individuals and as a collective. But things should be put in place to help them maximize their potential. So the mere fact that we're going off into crunch time being the CONCACAF Women's Championship next month, and we don't even know who the girls are going to play. We don't even know if they have a fixture in the pipeline because there's nothing confirmed at present, whereas the likes of Mexico, USA, and Haiti definitely have fixtures or at least a friendly in the pipeline. It's a little bit worrying. It's a little bit worrying, not worrying in the sense that they won't qualify. It's just you want the girls to be prepared, fully prepared. You don't want it to just be a case where they're cruising it based off talent alone. We don't want that. We're tired of seeing that. Go ahead there, Malik. Go ahead. You've got about 18 minutes until I close off on this live stream. Mr. Lynch, of course I can. I most certainly can go ahead and name that list there for you. All right. Can be a blessing in disguise. What, the lack of preparation? Good evening. I don't think I've seen you on my channel before. Good evening. I hope your Sunday is going well. Please add some clarity to that for me. I'm going to read out that 26 player list there for you in the next couple of seconds, but I'll just keep my eye on the comment section there so you can add a bit of clarity to your statement with regards to a blessing in disguise. Are you saying that it will make the girls more hungry? If that's the case, I would agree with you, but I think naturally they're hungry. At the moment, they're starving. They're starving because they're not being fed properly by the Jamaica Football Federation and supported properly by the federation. So the hunger for the team will always be there. The hunger will always be there. The other team might not scout us. Um, Yeah, but they're familiar with us, aren't they? The likes of, we don't need to go over the United States. I'm not going to go over the United States. We all know that we're very familiar to each other. Our lovely Caribbean rivals, Haiti, most certainly familiar with each other, and also Mexico, familiar with each other. Another one of this is rivalry, left, right, and center. Rivalry in the United States, rivalry in Mexico, rivalry in Haiti. And even if we're not, if you're saying that they can't scout us because they can't see us play, they could easily go back and watch how we played in the prior camps when we were trying to qualify for the championship. So there's resources out there, there's content out there that they can go back and look back on. There's previous matches that they can go back and look back on, especially this year, where the players that have been brought into this current camp is pretty much the same. Couple dropouts here and there, but they can definitely scout us if they wanted to. Especially America can most certainly scout us if they wanted to. If you can scout the Reggae Girlz team, I'm pretty sure the likes of Haiti and Mexico can do the same, because it's not rocket science. Just utilize the internet. Utilize the internet, and you will find you find what you're looking for. I get where you're coming from, there, Danica. Definitely get where you're coming from, but yeah, I think they can scout us if they really wanted to. All right. So again, guys, I'm gonna be reading out that 26 player list there again. Key takeaway from this list, guys, is that it is a tentative squad. Okay. Will you make Talawa merchandise for us to buy? Think you're well ahead of me. You're living in the future. You're living in the future, Mr. Mills. Maybe I might consider it. Mr. Lin says Colorado is a good venue for the camp. Its altitude, which allow them to acclimatize. It will also remove the distraction from a local based camp. 2 practice matches will be in order. I'm all on board with what you're saying there, Mr. Lynch, but your final sentence there is where the worry lies. Right, the final sentence there is where the worries lies, because like I said, having spoken to my source there, as things stand, there is nothing in the pipeline, nothing to confirm in the pipeline. Whether that's the Football Federation holding their hands close to their chest, or holding their cards close to the chest, perhaps so. But from what I know, there is nothing confirmed in the pipeline. Things might change. Maybe if we go on badly, they'll probably put something in the pipeline for us. If we start behaving badly, maybe then they'll listen to us and take us serious. And I say us as the 12th man. I'm not encouraging the girls to do anything. I'm leaving the disruption down to us where the 12th man is concerned. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They could most certainly still do that if they wanted to. We need a practice match in the middle of the camp to get exactly maybe a game in LA where there's, yeah. I actually thought that they were gonna do something in Florida because of the Jamaican diaspora community. So I thought it would be in Florida, but you're absolutely right. Like all of this acclimatization in Colorado, yeah, that's all well and good, but we need something extra. We need something extra. There's no point give us 50%, right? Where's the remaining 50? We need the full 100. 50% isn't going to benefit us. Give us the full 100. Mexico, United States, and Haiti, their federation or their associations giving their team the full 100, but we're getting half of that. We're getting half of that percentage. It's not good enough. Worse, like how all the 3 games were on Concacaf already. Ridiculous. That is true. They can go back and look at tapes. However, loan may and will bring new tactics that they will not be familiar with. I mean, new tactics, new formation. Who are these girls going to test out the new formation with? It can't just be a case of them just testing out the new formation in training and calling it a day. They need to play against a team, even if it is behind closed doors, even if it's not televised. You need to be playing against a team. Like, definitely agree with you there, Mr. O'Connor. But if that's the case, to execute his new tactics with it, remember you have players like Havana and Denden called back into the team. So they will need to familiarize themselves with the team again. I'm sure it won't take a great amount of adjustment period for them, but the best way for them to familiarize themselves, get that synergy going again, tap into that muscle memory, is to play against a team, not a Reggae Girlz team where it's players, it's 11 Reggae Girlz versus 11 Reggae Girlz. No, they need to actually be playing against a different opponent that's not within their program or not within their setup. Need to be playing against another country, not someone who not an amateur side in Colorado. Again, no disrespect to Colorado, but I don't really want to hear that they're gearing up to play against the amateur side in Colorado. I'm still gonna support them, still going to watch them if it's available to watch. If the game is available to watch for me here in the UK, I'm obviously going to give you guys a live watch along. But that's not good enough, because let me remind you again before I give you that list. I've got about 10 more minutes to go. Canada have Colombia, Mexico have Peru, Haiti have Costa Rica. So no amateur team is not going to cut it for me. I don't know about you guys there in the comment section, but no amateur team. I don't want to see nothing about no Reggae Girlz facing off against no amateur football club. This is World Cup preparation that we're dealing with. Which is not just a friendly for the sake of friendly sake. Yes, nonsense. Yeah, I've been seeing this, Danica. It's not good enough, is it? And that's not to Lon Donaldson's fault. That's what I'm saying. Beggars can't be choosing. Right now, we just have to take what we're given. An academy is absolutely pathetic. No disrespect to that academy in Colorado, but really, you're playing against an academy side when you're trying to create further history. Disrespectful from the federation. Disrespect. I don't even want to read some of your comments because it's gonna tip me over the edge. But it's just disrespectful behavior from the federation, time and time again, as ever, as ever. If I read out that press conference, I scanned through that press conference. They said the JFF is providing funding and ensuring that all necessary support is being provided to the players and the staff. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. All necessary support is being provided to the players and staff. What do you mean? What is necessary in the Jamaica Football Federation eyes? What is necessary support? What do they class or frame as necessary support? Because telling me that the girls are going to play against the amateur football team or academy in Colorado when everybody else inside of our team are playing against countries, well-respected countries, Colombia, Peru, Costa Rica, you're going to give the girls an academy to play against. Wasting time. And we're underprepared as it is. Let's make no mistake about it. We're underprepared as it is. It's just a self-defeating organization. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yep. One of the best businessmen in wrote to an open the Jamaica of I would encourage people read it. This is the man that needs to be the next. Okay, if you can drop the link in the comment section, that would be great. But yeah, like I said, if it is another team in Colorado, so be it. Because really can't be choosers right now, and we are absolutely desperate here in the 12-man section. But it's disgraceful from the federation yet again that you've had long enough. You knew the situation. You should have pre-planned. I don't want to hear no nonsense excuse of we weren't sure if the girls would qualify for the championship. That's pathetic excuse. So if you're going to tell us that, keep that one behind closed doors and don't say that publicly because that's shameful. I don't want to hear that because you're supposed to be proactive. I know that's something that the federation's allergic to, but you're supposed to be proactive in these situations. Think ahead, plan ahead, be prepared at all times. We're always underprepared, always playing the waiting game, always playing the catch up, always chasing. Got about 7 more minutes here, guys, and then I'm going to. I know I said I wasn't going to make this stream negative. I'm sorry, but sometimes you can't even. Sometimes the situation it is what it is, and you can only speak on the situation as it is. So before I close off, before I forget my manners, massive thank you to you guys there in the comments section. Thank you so much for tuning into my live stream. I hope that you're having a happy and lovely Sunday. If you are out and about, I do hope that you have a safe travel. If you're driving, drive carefully, two hands on the steering wheel, focus on the road ahead, and I hope that you make it home safe and well. And I'm going to be doing a follow-up during the week there, guys, on the Jamaica women's senior national team, talking about the camp, the pending camp. In case you are just tuning in here, the camp is scheduled for this week. So let me go ahead and read out a statement there from the Jamaica Football Federation in a press release. The Reggae Girlz preparation for the Concacaf Women's Championship will get into top gear this week with two consecutive camps. The first starting on Thursday, June 16th. The players and members of the technical staff will travel June 14th and 15th to Colorado, USA, where the camp will be held. 26 players under the guidance of interim head coach Lon Donaldson will spend 2 weeks undergoing intensive technical, physical, and mental conditioning at altitude in Denver, Colorado. So someone spoke about altitude earlier on, and obviously we discussed that in the first part of the live stream there. Right, I'm going to give you guys that list again. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you the list. Don't worry. Marlon Foster, absolute nonsense, Marlon Foster. Please add clarity to that one for me. Why would you blame them if they don't qualify for the World Cup? You're entitled to your opinion, by the way. So don't feel as if I'm saying you're not entitled. You're more than entitled to your opinion. Football is a game of opinions. So you're entitled to your opinion, but I don't agree with you on this occasion, unfortunately. I'm going to give you that list there, Mr. Lynch and Mr. Williams. So do sit tightly for me. Let me just see what Marlon Foster, Mr. Foster, has to say. He says if the girls don't qualify to the World Cup, they have themselves to blame. I disagree. Definitely disagree with you. I'm just going to get that list up there for you guys again. In the meantime, you can get your notepads ready and write down the names as I read them out for you. Well, the girls didn't change the coach, did they? Girls didn't change the coach. I don't really think if they don't qualify, that will be the reason. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't think if they don't qualify, that will be the reason. All right, so let me go ahead and give you. Thank you for adding clarity, by the way, Mr. Foster. But ain't nothing wrong with girl power. There's nothing wrong with girl power, but no. The JFF gave if we're being technical here, technically, the Jamaica Football Federation gave Mr. Blaine a decision to make, and he made that decision. His decision was, I want out. So if we don't qualify, it's not going to be because Vin Blaine made the decision to step aside. We're going to have to take things back. We're going to have to take things back all the way back to the latter stage of last year. I know you guys don't want me to go ahead and remind you all what happened at the latter stage of last year because it's all too negative. So I'm not even going to go into those type of dangerous waters with you guys. Instead, you guys have asked for the list. So I'm going to go ahead and if the girls be down to I'm going to leave this right here because this is exactly what I'm saying. If the girls don't qualify, it would be down to poor preparation. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're saying the girls put pressure on the man. Well, pressure bust pipe. Pressure bust pipe. Was you there? In the changing rooms? Are you that fly on the wall? Was you in the changing rooms? Was you in the meetings of the Reggae Girlz? How do you know that they put pressure on him? Are you telling me this based off hearsay? Let's remind ourselves that hearsay can't hold up in court. So where's your evidence? Where are your facts? Or have you just been listening to the news? Depending on who your news carrier is or who your news reporter is, are they reputable? How trustworthy is the person that's delivering these news to you? Let me just leave this one here. It says, if the girls don't qualify, will be down to poor preparation. Absolutely. Not going to say it's going to be down to Mr. Vin Blaine deciding to step aside. Let's remind ourselves that the decision making was in the hands of Mr. Vin Blaine. If he wanted to stay, he could have. Some would argue and say that it wouldn't work out, that was a relationship that was dead and buried. Perhaps so. Oh, me know that. I don't know that, Mr. Foster. I'm not a fly on the wall. I can't tell you if the girls wanted him out or not. I don't know a thing. I don't know a thing. Maybe you know something. Maybe I need to come and work with you. Maybe you need to come and work with me on my platform because you seem to be a man with reputable sources. Clearly, you've got an insider there at the Jamaica Football Federation that's feeding you factual stuff because you're speaking with certainty. I like when people speak with certainty. So let me know in the comment section what's your price, and maybe I could hire you to come and work for me or work alongside me, because clearly you've got a trusted source there that's feeding you information that even I don't know. You're saying they got rid of him. I don't know. I don't have no evidence of that. But if you do, please do share it with me. In the meantime, I know he's referring to the letter. Technically, the letter, if you listen to Vin Blaine, going back to my interview there with Vin Blaine did actually say that from the letter, a few players reached out to him and said that, yes, they did sign the letter, but they don't want him or his coaching staff to go. Those are Vin Blaine's words. Those aren't my words. And if you don't trust what I'm saying, go back and watch the interview I did with Vin Blaine. He said, yes, a few players did call him up and admitted to signing the letter, but also said that they don't want him gone. So this is what I'm saying. Where is Mr. Foster getting these stories from? I don't know. So well-known fact by who? Where's the proof? You have to be careful who you listen to there, Mr. Foster. You got to be careful who you listen to. Like I said, the minority of Jamaica football fans within our space are extremely loud and negative, and the negativity overshadows the positivity. So who is your news reporter? Who is your trusted journalist? Who's telling you these information? What do they have to gain by giving you negativity? Is it a headline? Are they looking for the headline of the year? Are they looking to be the journalist of the year? Are they looking to accumulate YouTube views? Who's giving you these trustworthy information? Because clearly you trust them. I want you to point me in their direction because they're giving you news that even I don't know about. So kindly point me in the right direction to these guys there, Mr. Foster. Please and thank you. Right, so I think I've kept you guys waiting long enough for that all-important player 26 player list, the announcement there for the Concacaf Women's Championship. Before you leave, Mr. Foster, I hope you've hit the subscribe button and the like button. And also, please tell me who your source is. Tell me who your source is. Go ahead, send me a DM on Twitter or on Instagram. I want to connect with your source because you know stuff about this women's team that I clearly don't know about. Any friendly, don't hold your breath where the friendly is concerned. There's nothing confirmed in the pipeline yet. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, right, let's get started. Sorry that I've been talking at you guys. I'm gonna read out that squad announcement. I've read it out already, but I'll read it out again for those of you who are late or just tuning in, not late, just tuning in. Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinilu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadijah Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Den Blackwood, Tiffany Cameron, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jade, Jada Hilton Pelea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, Sade Adamolakun, and Malia Atkins. Hope you guys had your pen and notepad or your pen and paper, whatever it may be, and you made note of your player list. Again, if you want me to read that out before I close up, I'm going to be closing up in about 5 minutes time. I'm more than happy to do so. If in case you guys miss one or two names, I don't know if I was reading it too fast for you, but if you want me to go ahead and read that again, I'm more than happy to. Mr. Foster, where have you gone? You've gone all quiet on me. I hope you haven't disappeared. Was enjoying our conversation. Mr. Brown, good evening to you. How are you? Good evening, Mr. McGregor. So, guys, if you want me to go through that player announcement, some of you are just tuning in and you probably would have missed that player announcement just then. So, if you want me to go through it once more, let me remind you that it is a tentative squad and it is for the Concacaf Women's Championship, all kicking off next month. Some of you are asking in the comment section, do we have any friendlies in the pipeline? At present, there's nothing confirmed. I know you guys are looking for us to play against countries. Let's remind ourselves that the opponents in our groups, the likes of the United States, Mexico, and Haiti, all have confirmed fixtures in their pipeline. Minimum, they at least have one team that they're playing off, squaring off against. The United States are set to play against Colombia, and that's supposed to be a two-leg fixture. So, reverse fixture type of thing. And Mexico are scheduled to play against Peru. That one is scheduled for two fixtures there. One of them is to be confirmed where Peru is concerned. And Haiti have penciled in two fixtures there with Costa Rica. In case you guys are wondering what's taking place with the other teams in our group. Oh God, why did I? No. Let me read it again because clearly I might have missed it. I felt like I did say Drew. Let me read it again. It's a tentative squad, okay, guys? Listen carefully. Let me try and read this one slowly. Grab your notepads and your pen. Your pen and your notepads. Confusing myself. All right, so let me go again. Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinilu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadijah Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Den Blackwood, Tiffany Cameron, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Pelea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, Sade Adamolakun, and Malia Atkins. All right. Do I need to go any slower than that for you guys? I'm more than happy to do so if need be. I did say Miss Blackwood. I did say Den Blackwood. You heard me correct. I told you guys some big names have returned to the Reggae Girlz squad. Again, it is a tentative list, so you're likely to see the shuffling. You will see some shuffling. Let me not say like you're going to see some shuffling in the next couple of, probably say weeks or days. Be interesting to see the decisions that Lauren Donaldson makes. You did not hear me say Miss Marlo Sweatman. Miss Marlo Sweatman is actually not on the list at present. Who knows? We might see a few shakeups there in the next coming days. But at present, we don't have Marlo Sweatman on the list. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news there. But Marlo isn't on my list. 26 players to look at. And Marlo, unfortunately, isn't on my list. You didn't hear? Didn't hear? Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't hear Mahler. Excellent. Okay, seems like you're quite pleased. A mixture of old and new. Like the way you put that. Mixture of fine wine and the up and coming. More than happy to read that list out for you there again. Um, Pick up yourself. How are you? Good evening. Just saw your comment. Thank you. Thank you. Shorter than usual. Shorter than usual. So I'm glad that you like it. Yeah, I'm not. That's the thing when new coaches come in. That's what I always say to people: be careful if you have favorites in the team. Be careful for what you cheer for because you might get a new head coach or a manager that comes into the team, be it at club level or international level, and you might see your favorite on the bench or not in the team at all. Most certainly when you're playing international football, every coach has their preference, and it's not just about Marler. I'm just you pick Marler, so using Mahler as a example. Again, we're going to be dissecting the selected player list there in the next couple of days, hoping to give you guys some more clarity on a number of your questions there. But every player, every manager has his own preferential choices. Obviously, the huge positive there, as we're talking about midfielders, is the return of Havana. You know, some of you have been anticipating the return of Havana. Talking about the core players, yes, good to see the core players are there. Positivity, some positive news there is the return of Denden Blackwood, eagerly anticipating the return of Denden Blackwood. I know some of you there in the comment section have been waiting to see Jade Bailey as well, with her paper record documentation issues finally um, out of the way. I knew some of you would be upset with the player selection. Again, guys, remind yourself. I don't want you guys to be stressing yourself. Remind yourself that it is a tentative squad. Okay, so anything can happen. So don't go away saying that you're not going to see your player. Hold your horses and just know that it is a tentative squad and anything goes um, as it relates to call ups. Just looking at the squad. So that's the reason why I'm looking down. I'm just looking at this squad to see if there's anything that I want to touch on the live stream, on this particular live stream. Want to save some stuff for the next couple of live streams there. As the girls arrive in camp, I'm going to be talking more about the selected players there for you guys. Yes, they did pick Trudy. I feel like before I go, I need to give you guys that player announcement again. Feel like you guys need me to tell you that player announcement. Yes, she is excellent player, excellent player. So like I said, yes, I know some of you have been eagerly anticipating the return of Jade Bailey, Havana, Denden. I look at my list. Satara as well. I know some of you have been um, eagerly anticipating the return of Satara. Who else from this list that you guys have been always asking about? Atlanta. Quite a few of you have been asking about Atlanta as well. So you finally got your wish. You guys finally have your wish. So I knew that you guys would be upset. Good. I'm happy that you guys are upset. It tells me that you guys care. So I'm liking the fact that you guys are upset. Don't worry. We're all going to be upset at one point. I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line I'm going to be upset. Who's to say if I'm not already upset? But I'm glad that you guys are um, not best pleased. But let's remind ourselves it is a tentative squad, guys, and not everyone can play right? So you're upset that your favorite player isn't there. Somebody else will be upset that their favorite player isn't there. They can't all be called up, guys. But if we're talking about stake keeping positive, at least we have a stern squad depth, right? A stern talent pool to choose from. You guys have done it again. You've kept me for way longer than I bargained for. All right, so it's 1:45. I'm gonna go maybe 5 minutes to one. Give you guys maybe 10 more minutes of my time. I love your question. I hope not. So let's remind ourselves that Vin Blaine did say that what he had in mind, and Vin Blaine was the previous interim gaffer. He did say in his last, I think it was either the press conference or the post-match conference, that he wanted to make sure that the paperwork was done and dusted for the likes of Jade Bailey and also Drew Spence as well. He did say that. Who are you asking? Yeah, so he did say that in the last post-match conference. Again, I'm going to be going into the player selection, so hold your questions for the next live stream, because the idea was to at least get the message out there for you guys. As it relates to the call up, I know some of you have been wondering who will be called up to the national side. So you finally have gotten your answers for the time being. As things stand, we'll be dissecting the 26 player list as we go along in the next couple of days when the players are arriving in camp. All right, so Siobhan isn't on the list. She's not on the list on this occasion, but who knows? Things might change. But Siobhan, unfortunately for yourself, she isn't on the list on this occasion. What does that mean? I know what the term means. What's he alluding to? Is he talking about player selection? What's he alluding to? What's he alluding to, eh? Okay, let me just do something quickly before I end my live stream. Good evening, Coach Karimi. Where's my manners? How are you? Okay. Let me just send a message quickly, guys. All right. Please smash the like and get it up to, what's it on at the moment? What are you guys playing with my likes again? Hit the like button, guys. Please go ahead and hit that like button. If you want me to read out that tentative, I keep saying tentative because I know I've not named one or two of your favorite players. I've kind of like touched a nerve on a wonderful Sunday. I do apologize. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Know some of you are a little bit unhappy that you haven't heard one or two of your favorite players. Again, it is a tentative list. 26 players named on that list, but it's a tentative one. And I will be doing the breakdown of that list. I'm not ignoring none of your questions. I know some of you have questions as it relates to certain players there. Miss Marlo Sweatman, to name one of the players that you guys are talking about. So I am actually going to be doing a second live stream dissecting that list there for you. So I'm not avoiding your question at all. It's just that I want to move it to a second live stream. If not, if I give you everything in one live stream, I'm not going to have nothing to talk about, in the next coming days. So we have to break these live streams up, guys. Absolutely stat. Absolutely, absolutely stat. Absolutely stat. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely stacked in midfield. Let's see. Just saw a comment. Where is it gone? Oh, it was Travis. Big up yourself, Travis. I don't think I've said that already. Good evening to yourself, Travis. Yeah, let's remind ourselves that back in April, she was actually nursing a knee injury. Um, Dominic Bonflasa there that you're talking about. So maybe she's just trying to slowly rebuild herself. We are going into crunch time where the Nations, the Concacaf Women's Championship is concerned, and it is us, the Reggae Girlz, there attempting to seal their fate and qualify for a second successive World Cup on the trot. So you need to have all your soldiers fit as a fiddle, roaring to go. You don't necessarily want to take someone and have to make precautionary decision making if someone is walking around with one leg as opposed to two. So that could be the reason why Bonflaza isn't in the team on this occasion on that 26 player list, that tentative list there that I read out a number of times to you guys. So she was, like I said, missed the last string of games there with a knee injury. So hopefully, she's on the road of a steady recovery. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm definitely glad that you're enjoying it. To the 81 of you that have hit, I can't believe it. 81 of you have hit the like button. Thank you. Good evening to yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Who are you referring to? Mr. Special Edition, good evening to yourself there, sir. I might have missed a comment from you, so let's go up and see. Oh, okay, you're talking about Dominic Bonflaza. Yeah, so like I said, she missed the last string of games there where the Reggae Girlz senior team is concerned due to a knee injury. So it's probably as a result of that, right? It's probably about fitness as it relates to Bonflaza. Mr. Eddie Guna, how are you, sir? How are you? How you doing? What's on the dinner menu on this wonderful Sunday evening for you? Good evening to yourself. If you guys aren't familiar with Eddie Guna, do head over to his YouTube channel and kindly hit the like button on his latest video. More importantly, go ahead and hit that subscribe button over on Eddie Guna. You guys are upset. I'm so happy that you guys are upset. It tells me that you guys care a lot. So I'm so happy that you guys are upset. Don't worry, guys. There's been times when I look at lists and I'm not happy with what I've seen because the player that I expect to be there isn't there. So it's good that we're all in the same boat. But let's remind ourselves again, guys, that not every single player can be called up. And in fairness to us, we do have an in-depth talent pool to choose from, right? So we have some quality players at our disposal. I'll be upset if someone was called into the team and I'm looking and thinking, what do you contribute? I'll be absolutely livid if we get to that point. But we have a healthy talent pool to choose from, so we're not always going to see our favorite players or players that we think should 100% be in the squad announcement or included in the squad list. I don't know what Lon Donaldson has in mind, but every head coach, every manager has their preferred players suiting to their style of play and so on. You're welcome. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your lovely comment. Like I said, I'm going to chop this list up for you guys in the next couple of days because we're going to be looking back at the previous the word eludes me, the previous string of fixtures and comparing this tentative squad. Mr. Campbell, you want that player list again? Okay, I'll give you the player list. Good evening to yourself. Oh gosh, okay. Oh gosh. For me, my brown stew chicken, it has to be with hard food. I can't have it with can have it with rice, but I prefer it with hard food. So if it was hard food, I'll be making my way over to yours for a plate. If it was hard food. Soursop, never like soursop. Sorry. If it was a Guinness punch, I'll bite your hands off. But soursop, not really my thing. Carrot juice, yes. Soursop, no. You've given me a menu that I'm not too keen on. I don't know if that's because you don't want to share with me, Mr. O'Connor. Don't know if it's tactical on your behalf. Probably is. All right. So, Mr. Campbell wants the list, so let's go ahead and give him that list that he's asking for. In case you're just tuning in, we are looking at the Reggae Girlz 26 player list for the Concacaf Women's Championship, and it is a tentative list for those of you who are wondering. It is, but I don't like it with I don't like my stew chicken with rice, plain rice, rice and peas. I like it with hard food. Each their own. It's all right. It's okay. I was gonna swap you. I was gonna do a plate swap. I cooked curry goat and white rice earlier on. I was gonna do a plate swap with you, but you seem like you're all right. It's all right, Mr. Campbell. It's okay. All right, guys. Here we go. So this is the tentative 26 player list. We have Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinalu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Denden Blackwood, Tiffany Cameron, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Pelea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gill, Sade Odemolokun, and Malia Atkins. All right. So I hope you guys didn't miss it on that occasion. And yes, Drew Spence is included. I know Drew is one of your favorites there in the comment section. Drew is included, so you don't have to worry about that. Tiffany is also there. Don't have to worry about that as well. You have the return of Den, which is Blackwood there, and also the return of Havana. So you guys don't have to worry. 1 second, guys. Yes, sorry about that. You guys don't have to worry about those players. Those are the names that you guys are usually asking about. Trudy is also there as well. Kiki, obviously we know Jodie Brown is there. Don't really need to tell you that Bunny is there because she obviously is the skipper. So, all right, guys, we've been going for almost 1 hour and 30 minutes. It always happens with me and you. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Eddie said, as long as I'm here, Tiffany and Jody, I'm all right. You guys are something else. You guys are something else, I swear. What's wrong with the back of my screen? Okay. How close are we there, Mr. O'Connor? Let's see. How close are we? 9 more to 100. Shall I stay until we get 9 more likes to 100, guys? I might. All right, let me use this moment to ask you guys what you want me to talk about in the next couple of days. I've already said that we're going to be doing a breakdown of the players who are selected in the team. So if you guys want me to do something extra, let me go ahead and make some notes. If you guys want me to do something extra, let me know. I'm in your control. If you guys 92, okay. Oh, we're close, guys. I don't know if that means you guys are eager to get rid of me. So I need about 6 more likes to 100, and then I'll close off. Okay, so we're gonna do the player breakdown for you guys. Player breakdown. So you got to be careful of your words in the comment section, because you might upset someone. So Eddie, next time go ahead and include Bunny alongside Tiff and Jody in your selection. I don't know what I could possibly talk about until we get to 200 likes. I have no idea what else I could talk about. Let me do a quick little backtrack there for you guys. Those of you who are just tuning in, let's go ahead and pop on that shared screen actually and go over here. Hopefully you guys can see this on your shared screen. The Reggae Girlz preparation for the Concacaf Women's Championship gets into top gear this week with 2 consecutive camps. The first one starting on Thursday, June 16th. Players and members of the technical staff will travel June 14th and 15th to Colorado, USA, where the camp will be held. 26 players under the guidance of interim head coach Lon Donaldson will spend 2 weeks undergoing intensive technical, physical, and mental conditioning at altitude in Denver, Colorado. Right? Hopefully, you guys got every word of that. Lovely question. And the backroom staff will be announced in the course of this week. So, like I said, I know I have quite a few things to talk about with you guys. Let me go ahead and write that down so that it doesn't slip my mind. Like I said, there's quite a few things there to talk about. So already we've got the player breakdown, player breakdown. So there's 2 topics there that I need to discuss with you guys. I think everyone would probably say experience. Sorry, hit the like button. Thank you. Please do go ahead and hit the like button, guys. I think most people would say experience of the jump. Off the jump, people will tell you experience. But like I said, experience goes out the window when you are not given the tools for success. So you can have 5 decades of experience, but all that experience means nothing if he isn't fully backed and sincerely supported. And when I say that, I know you guys know exactly who I'm speaking about when it comes to support and sincere support, giving the coach and his backroom staff and the players the tools for success, making sure that they are fairly and equally prepared as their competitors. Their competitors will be the powerhouse, the United States, Mexico, the host, and their rivals, their Caribbean rivals, Haiti. I think it's safe to say, preparation wise, those 3 countries there who we will be competing against for in the CONCACAF Women's Championship are slightly ahead of us when it comes to preparation. Unlike us, they have fixtures in the diary. The United States have Colombia, Mexico have Peru, and Haiti have Costa Rica. So those countries there will be playing against the countries that I just named alongside their names. Okay, well, since you're making this suggestion, I hope that you do join me. Maybe that could go alongside the player breakdown, but nevertheless, you're talking about defensive depth. Defensive depth. Need to turn off this thing because it's making me stuffy, but I can't turn it off because it's so hot. Okay. I would love to know the answer to that myself. She's in the team. That's the most important thing. She's in the team. I'm not seeing nothing change from McCoy. As far as I'm concerned, she's still down as a player. She professional player is still down as Kayla McCoy. She isn't in she isn't on the list, that tentative list there, Mr. Campbell. Guys, we've done it. Thank you. We've gone 101 likes. Thank you. I love the way you said us because we are a team. I love that special edition. Thank you. Um, I'm also working on a few stuff behind the scenes, guys. Some exciting news behind the scenes. I think the only one that I can really share with you guys is um the WhatsApp calling show, bringing you guys a WhatsApp calling show. I'm going to see if I can finalize that in 2 weeks max. I'm giving myself 2 weeks max in case there's an error and stuff don't get delivered. My equipments were supposed to be delivered on, let's check the date. They were supposed to be delivered between the 7th and the 10th of this month, and there was a delay. Don't ask me why there was a delay. I ended up getting the equipment, part of the equipment, on Saturday, quite late on Saturday, but not everything. So there's a few things there that I need to go and buy so I can give you guys a live WhatsApp calling show. So I hope when we do hit the ground running with the WhatsApp calling show that you guys supported and you call in. I was having a chat with a friend of mine, and kind of made me realize that some of you are hesitant to come on the show because you probably don't trust your knowledge. I'm not here to belittle anyone. I'm not Mrs. Know It All. I don't know everything. So me and you are in the same boat or in the same position. So even if your knowledge isn't where you probably want it to be, I really couldn't care less. The only thing I care about is you coming on here and just being respectful and just allowing the both of us to have a conversation. You don't need to be Mr. Know It All or Miss Know It All for me and you to sit and have a sensible conversation. So yeah, I pretty much learned that this week that some of you are reluctant to come on the show because you don't think your knowledge is where it should be. But let me just tell you that I am not Miss Know It All, and I'm quite comfortable with that. If you guys aren't comfortable with not being the one who knows everything, then that's a bit of a shame, because it would be lovely to speak to some of you. Hopefully, because I understand some people don't want to show their faces. Totally understand that. Hopefully, by the time we hit the ground running with the WhatsApp calling show, that you guys will find the courage to come and um, let me hear your voice. Let the rest of the guys in the comment section hear your voice. Big up yourself, Mr. Campbell. Big up. We always have some passport issues. So Mr. Blaine there, the former gaffer that you're referring to, did say he wanted to get things sorted out, for paperwork and documentation stuff sorted out um, for Jade Bailey and Drew Spence. Everything appears to be done and dusted, because there is no indication there on the list that players are waiting on their passport. Usually there is a section if something isn't quite right, but there's nothing here that says that they're waiting, any players waiting on their passport. All right. So yeah, guys, we've pretty much reached the end of the show. You guys did exactly what I wanted of you. So you gave me over 100 and 106 likes. So well over the target that I had in mind. To be honest with you, I had like maybe 40 likes in mind when I came on here, when I looked at the likes at the time. So that is well over my expectations. So thank you. Right. So far the list that we've got in terms of topic of conversation coming up for you guys. Player breakdown. Someone mentioned the defense's depth for right back and left back. Wilkers, is that how you pronounce your name? The Blue, Mr. and Miss Blue, the blue half of London. It's probably what I should call you if I can't pronounce your name. All right, guys, I'm going to give you guys 5 more minutes until I'm going to have to shoot. I'm going to close off on this live stream before I forget my manners. Thank you for blessing me with a moment of your time. Definitely can't do these live streams without you guys. Just remind yourself of who you support there, Mr. Campbell, and the fact that we take 40 days and 40 nights to do things. Not to do things properly, just to do things. 40 days and 40 nights. And once you can think like that, you won't worry about players and their passport and their documentation. I think if she wants to play for Jamaica, we don't have nothing to worry about. She will play for Jamaica. So I wouldn't be worried if I were you. Don't let these situations frustrate you. Okay. Just looking to see if JFF have announced anything there, and they haven't. In fairness to them, the boys are set to play their final game until the reverse fixture where Mexico is concerned. So they're gearing up for match day 3 against Mexico. So they're probably snowed under with producing content for the men's team. I trust that after Tuesday, they'll probably do their own announcement for the 26 players called up for camp. And in case you're wondering, that is a 26 player list for the Concacaf Women's Championship. It all kicks off next month, guys. So go ahead, and you probably have to take 1 or 2 days off there if you want to full joy the moment. Historic moment awaits. Will the Reggae Girlz senior women's team there, women's football team where Jamaica is concerned, will they qualify for their second consecutive World Cup? I think they will, but there is still work to be done. We've got about 4 more minutes there, guys, and then I'm going to close off. And you guys are putting that like keeps on going up. Which I do like. Thank you. So guys, let me know if you have any other suggestions there in the comment section relating to content conversations that you'd like me to have on the women's national football team of Jamaica. So we're doing these live streams without guests and panelists. It's so weird talking directly to a screen and to you guys in the comment section. Feels a little bit odd. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can find anything to give you guys before I leave. Okay. All right. I think that's it, guys. I think that is it. I think that is it, guys, for now. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying there in the comment section. Is it really, Mr. Devin Smith? Are you in hell? Good evening to yourself. How are you? Everything is good my end. Okay, so you'd like to look at I guess we can throw Haiti in there as so look at opponents. Look at opponents. Which is why two heads is better than one, guys. Yeah, Devin Smith. There's a Devin Smith. Here he is. Oh, I read that wrong. I read that one wrong. MPEC TV. You love the mess, don't you? You absolutely love the mess. I can't get him to comment on it. I could try, but maybe it might be not so much of a good idea. What do you guys think in the comment section? I'm not really sure if that's a smart idea to ask the previous gaffer, the previous interim head coach, to comment on um, the I can't say new, but the current selected players there where the women's team is concerned. I'm here in New York. What's the weather like in New York? You guys usually have hot weather in the summer, hotter summers than us here in the UK. I feel like that could be a messy one if I'm being honest with you, MPEC. I'm trying to stay away from all the mess and the drama, but I reckon that could be a messy one if I ask Mr. Vin Blaine for his thoughts. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comment section? But I reckon that could be a little bit messy if if I went and asked Mr. Vin Blaine for his thoughts on this. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea, MPEC. The more I think about it, it's messy. I'm not saying Mr. Blaine is a messy person. I'm just saying, right, there's a time and place for everything, is all I'm saying. Thank you, Mr. Smith. I like your, I know you come from a place of goodwill, but I think there's a time and place, Mr. MPEC. Maybe we could have a chat on either coaches after we've qualified, after things um, simmer down, because it's safe to say that things are a little bit up in the air at the moment. I know there's going to be some people, not you guys in the comment section, there's inevitably going to be some people that want to see this Reggae Girlz team fail and not qualify for the World Cup. Probably explains why certain things aren't in place, and probably explains why sometimes people are walking around with their trousers down to their ankles, the world knowing our business and so on. So I like your question. I do like your question or your suggestion there to ask Vin Blaine for a comment. But I just think that it will be a little bit messy at the moment, untimely question to ask. Not a good idea in my humble opinion. Yeah, I don't think it will be a good it would be a good idea. Past coaches and players comment on teams all the while. Yeah, but you've got to take into context the situation for what it is. Things are a little bit sour. Let's not deny it. Things are a little bit sour where Jamaican football is concerned, all across the board. So from the men's team over to the women's team. In the sun, I mean, the sun has been out. That just reminded me I didn't do my walk today. The only thing I did was walk to the shops and back. So tomorrow I'm going to have to get a good, decent, maybe 45 minutes to an hour worth of walking. I don't think he will, but yeah, messy. Yeah. I think he would comment, Miss Brown. I think he would comment, but I just don't know what the comment would be. And I just think the situation is messy. I'm not saying that Mr. Blaine isn't professional, so don't go away thinking that that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the situation is messy at the moment. So it's best to just let people be, let things calm down, let emotions come back down to eye level, and then talk about certain things. Let's not go and set off any unnecessary fireworks. If we are going to set off fireworks, let it be celebratory fireworks, not fireworks just for the sake of having a show, right? So That's the way I see things anyway. If you can ask Vin, he would want to hear what he says. If you could ask Vin, he would want to hear. Like I said, I could ask. I don't think there's anything stopping me from asking other than the fact that um it's probably not the right time. Jamaica's best 11 to face each opponent in the group. I like that. Um I don't usually do selected starting 11. So that's basically what you're saying there, Mr. Campbell. Selected starting 11. I don't usually do it. I think someone has asked me to do this before, but it's not something that I usually create. But I could look into it for you. I would like to know if emission will hurt the team. Depends on how you plan on setting up Marlo. But a player like Marlo, she needs def- complementary defensive player around her. So she would need someone like a Drew Spence to shield and protect her. You can't have a Havana and Marlo right in the middle of the park and no protection around them, if that makes sense. So I have a player that's in the team, I have a player that starts, they have to be guarded. They need an ankle biter around them. They need a sweeper around them. Good evening to yourself. I'm well. How are you? How's things with you? I've gone well past my 5 minutes. 69 degrees in Jesus. Wow. Lucky for some. I like your suggestions, Mr. Campbell. I definitely like your suggestions. Yeah, we could look at a selected starting 11. Yeah, let's look at a selected starting 11 there. And camp, focusing on camp. I need to do some stuff on yes, well, the most exciting thing that I'm excited for, guys, now that I've given you guys that tentative 26 player list there for the Concacaf Women's Championship, where the senior Reggae Girlz team is concerned. Next in line, I'm looking forward to giving you guys that live WhatsApp call-in show. That is almost over the line. Need to get myself another phone so I can get that done for you guys, because I can't do it without getting another phone. Oh, before I forget my manners, thank you to those of you who have helped me to purchase my equipment. Definitely wouldn't have been able to get this over the line, or almost over the line, as quickly as possible if it weren't for some of you who dug into your pockets and provided me with some financial support. Definitely appreciate you guys. 60 seconds on the clock, guys, and then I'm going to have to love you and leave you. You've done it again. Jeez, you guys have done it again. I said I was only going to stay here for like 30 to 45 minutes. I don't know why I keep on saying that. No clue why I keep on saying that. I need to stop coming up with these expected length of times, because I never seem to stick to them. Right, guys, so I'm going to be back with you guys during the week. Let me just read out that first two paragraph there for you in case you are just tuning in. The Reggae Girlz preparation for the CONCACAF Women's Championship gets into top gear this week with two consecutive camps. The first one starting on Thursday, June 16th. Players and members of the technical staff will travel on June 14th and 15th to Colorado, USA, where the camp will be held. 26 players, under the guidance of interim head coach Lon Donaldson, will spend 2 weeks undergoing intensive technical, physical, and mental conditioning at altitude in Denver, Colorado. And before I go, let me go and scroll through some stuff quickly. I think that is probably it for me. I'm gonna be back during the week, guys. I'm gonna be here when is the men's team? I know I don't usually like to do overlaps, but since the men's team are competing or playing in the Nations League at the moment. So I'm going to be back on here on UK, guys. So obviously Tuesday for you guys in the comments section. My start time for that live watch along where Jamaica will be hosting Mexico in the Concacaf Nations League. That will be match day 3. So let me go ahead and turn on my shared screen so we can all take a look at this together before I clock out. Shared screen. Okay, the men's team, Concacaf Nations League. So this is the fixture that I'm talking about. Ignore this bit right here that says Wednesday the 15th, 1 a.m. That's only relevant if you are in the UK like myself. And this is how we're looking. This is how we're looking. We've already played 2 matches there, home and away against Suriname. And next in line is Mexico. I'm going to be giving you guys that live watch along. Let's go and click on Mexico quickly. And they defeated Suriname 3-0 yesterday. So next in line for them is Jamaica. So I'm going to be doing a live watch along of that, and I do hope that you guys will be joining me. And then after that, if we click on Jamaica, you will see that the next date there that's penciled in the diary where the men's team is concerned in the CONCACAF Nations League to be decided. The date that we're looking at the moment, again, this is based off my region at present, 26th of March 2023, and that is to be decided. So I'll keep you guys updated there on the men's team and the women's team as we go along. And you guys in the comments section that are too shy to come on screen, I hope that you find the courage. It is still short. It is still short. I hope you guys find the courage to phone in. Travis, you know, so me now follow you and make you lead me astray. Cause when you're ready, you come up with some predictions. Last time I said Jamaica go win 14-0. I would love to see you join me. You, Rochelle, you guys don't necessarily Hot Chili, Mr. Campbell, Mr. Smith, Mr. Lee Young, MPEC TV. You guys don't have to join me on screen, but I'm going to be honest, I'm expecting to have a call from you guys when I do my WhatsApp live calling. So don't disappear and stop showing your faces. I'm expecting to get some calls from you guys. Hot Chili, the regulars that's on the YouTube channel. Now and again I see Lloyd O'Connor. I don't know where his comments gone, but now and again I see Lloyd over Mr. Senate as well. I'm all expecting to hear from you guys when I set up that live call in. All right, fine. I'm gonna let this one go to 2 hours. We've got about 3 minutes until we call off the 3 hours. Yes, I will be expecting you guys. I'm going out my way here to set up these live call-ins for you guys. So I will be expecting you guys to call in 100%. We'll be hearing from you. And if there's anyone that's sitting quietly and not commenting in the comments section, again, I'm not interested in your knowledge of football because I am not Miss Know-It-All. So if you're not Miss Know-It-All or Mr. Know-It-All, at least we have something in common. I'm not really interested if you know everything or if you don't. I just want to have a conversation. That's it. Mr. Porter, Sir Porter, good evening to yourself. What's on the dinner menu, Sir Porter? I'm about to love you and leave you in about under 2 minutes time. Mr. Porter, I'm about to love you and leave you. I'm about to close off on my live stream. All right. Okay. Nothing from you guys. You guys have got about 1 more minute to go until I close off on the live stream. Actually, I was just naming you. I was saying I'm expecting to hear from you when I set up the live call-in show. Since you don't want to show your face, I'm expecting to hear from you on the phone. So there's no excuses. I'm giving you guys this live call-in for those of you who don't want to show your faces. So there's no excuse, guys. Literally no excuse. And stop all of this nonsense of you don't know much or your knowledge isn't great. Um, my knowledge isn't great neither, so we're both in the same position. I had my favorite, one of my favorites. I had curry goat and white rice. I'm tempted to have some more, but I really shouldn't. That's actually quite shameful of me. It's 1:32 here in the morning, so I should not be even dreaming of having that. So I shouldn't even be dreaming of having that. Not at all. Guys, we've reached 2 hours, right? I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I'm going to be watching you guys as well. Travis, Rochelle, Mr. Porter, all of you guys in the comment section. Tennessee Lewis, look at this, the God himself. Good evening, Mr. Lewis. How are you? You've missed the whole show. You guys you've missed the whole show, Tennessee. I'm about to love you and leave you. About to cool off with the actually, here's what I'll do. Just for Mr. Porter and Mr. Tennessee Lewis, I'm gonna give you guys that squad announcement again. Save you guys from having to scroll back since you guys are always here. And this is a tentative 26 player list. So do anticipate some changes there, guys, right? So don't be shocked if there's one or two dropouts. So we have Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Stallone, Chinelu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Den Blackwood, Tiffany Cameron, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton, Pelea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, Sade Adamolican, and Malia Atkins. Right? So that saves you guys from going all the way back. Since you guys are always here, I've got to treat you guys nice and work together. Yes, I'm gonna go get some rest now. I have work in the morning, so I'm gonna go. If you eat that, you will have nightmares. That's listen, even when I don't eat late at night, what's been going on lately have been giving me nightmares. I can tell you that I wake up panicking. Football's got me panicking. You're welcome, Sir Porter. You're absolutely right. Welcome. No plumber, no Captain Plumber. Den is back, so that's Blackwood. Havana is back. Know that you're a fan of Havana. Havana is back. And Den is back again. It's a tentative squad, right, guys? So that's all I can say to you guys for now. Yes, Havana is back. Havana and Den. No plumber on this occasion, but hopefully when we qualify, we can see Plumber at the World Cup, linking up with our teammates once more. Why the wow, Tennessee? Why do add some clarity for me before I end this live stream? 120 of you have hit the like button. God bless you all. Thank you. Look at MPEX looking for company because he's feeling miserable. MPEX, don't worry, I'm gonna dissect some of the selections there so it makes sense for you, okay? All right. I should have just lied to you and said that yes, she's included just to ease your worries. Yeah, well, your girl has been recalled. She's roaring to go. She's back in the team. Know some of you are wondering about Dominic Bonflasa. Let's remind ourselves that she was nursing a knee injury in the last camp. So that one explains her omission from the last camp as to why we didn't see Havana, not Havana, Dominic Bonflaza, lost train of thought. So let me just repeat that to avoid any confusion. Didn't see Dominic Bonflaza in the last camp there because she was nursing an knee injury. So that might be the reason why we haven't seen her this time round. Maybe it's too quick of a turnaround. Sometimes when you're nursing injuries, you probably bounce back and you end up finding yourself picking up another injury. I'm not saying that's the case where Dominic is concerned, but it's probably down to fitness, if anything. I know you're happy to see Havana back. I'm expecting a call from me, by the way, Tennessee, when I set up this live call in. MPEC, Mr. Porter, all of you guys. So if you guys disappear when I'm doing live streams, I know what that's all about. I'm definitely keeping track of all of you guys going forward. And it is 1:37 a.m. here in London. So, guys, the show has come to an end. I'll hold you to that, Tennessee. I know you've already made a introduction on my show, so I know that I can get you to call in. Happy to see Den as well. Absolutely happy to see Den. Right, guys, if you are out and about, do get home safe. Thank you so much for tuning into my live stream. I had to give you guys this live stream tonight. I actually wanted to just full joy my Sunday and do no live streams whatsoever. I wanted to just eat my Sunday dinner, have a glass or two, a bit of white wine, put my feet up, and then the list came through to me, and I was like, okay, right, I have to give you guys a live stream. So did that simply because you guys are always supporting me. So I have to give you the information if and when it falls into my lap, especially when it comes to the Reggae Girls, because I know that you guys love and adore them. I might come on the stream. I'm gonna change that to I will come on the stream. That's what I'm gonna change it to, Mr. MPEC. And I'm going to hold you to that, even if it is a might. Mr. Price, good evening, sir. Right. So yes, guys. I'll see you guys during the week again. Keep your eyes peeled on my platform for more Reggae Girls content as the days go along, especially when they show up in camp. The team and the coaching staff, players and coaches there will be showing up in camp, and they're heading towards Colorado. So if they're prepping for their travels, I hope that they have a safe travel. You guys there that's out and about working on a Sunday, I don't know how you do it. God bless you all. I hope that you make it home safe and sound. And that is it. It's come to the end of the live stream. Thank you to the many of you who have hit the like button. It's gone up to 126. I don't know how on earth you guys managed to pull that one out the bag, but thank you so much. Definitely appreciate you guys and your support. I don't want to end the live stream, as you guys can tell, because I keep on backtracking, but I'm going to have to end it now. All right, guys. Thank you again for your continuous support. I definitely cannot do this channel, the growth of the channel. I can definitely feel the growth of the channel, and I can't do it without you guys. So thank you so much for your continuous support. Love and appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, I can definitely feel the growth of the channel, but it's not possible without you guys' support. So thank you for always making time for me. It's something that I definitely appreciate. And who knows, between now and the end of the month where the channel will be, I have a feeling it's heading towards the right direction, and that's all because of you guys. So the utmost of respect. You guys are saying good night in the comment section. Good night to you guys as well. If you haven't hit the like button, do go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new to Talawa TV, do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. If I don't see you during the week, have a fabulous week. And when the weekend comes, do go ahead and have a nice one. Until next time, take care.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.